Today we're going to be doing a dirt dive on the 2014 CRF 150R. We did a build video on this bike just like all the other ones that I've dirt dived. Let's go over some specs. I got them right here. So to get started on the engine, we have a 149cc single 4-stroke engine. It's liquid cooled with 2 radiators. It's got the single cam, overhead cam, instead of the dual overhead cam like most bikes do. It's got a 32mm key hin carburetor, chain driven, kickstart only, with 5 speeds. Up front you've got 37mm Showa forks, and in the rear you've got a Showa single shock. You've got a 17-inch rim on the front with a 220mm single disc hydraulic brake. And on the rear you have a 14-inch rear tire with a 190mm single disc hydraulic brake. It weighs about 185 pounds wet. Gas, coolant, oil. Holds about just over a gallon with the stock tank. The seat height on this bike is 32.8 inches high, and the ground clearance is 11.9, I believe, from the bottom of the frame to the ground. I think that covers most of it. I'm going to show you how I fit on it. I'm roughly 5'5", and this bike fits really good. This is the small wheel version, so it's again got the 17 and 14, not the 19 and 16, I believe. But it's very comfortable. I had the big wheel version before. It sits about the same as well, even with the bigger tires. But the only other thing we got to do now is go ride this bike. All right, let's get moving. So just like on every dirt dive, oh, geez, loose rock. Just like on every dirt dive, there are 2 spots that I want to hit for sure. And then after that, I'm going to run power lines for a minute, because I never, except for a long time ago, I ain't hit power lines in a while. So we're going to hit what I call the little hill climb over here, and then we're going to go to the creek section and just check out how this bike performs, and then we're going to run power lines and hit a couple of the trails. Oh, dang. Real rough. Yeah, after Hurricane Helene came through, this place is just a little bit different, it seems so far. Not too bad, but a little bit. Sorry, I'm trying to get my visor to defog here. No complaints so far. So far it's handling exactly how I thought it would, and that is wonderful. Oh man, I was gonna say, I don't even know what gear I went to right then. Dude, this bike rips. I'm gonna have to crack my visor, it keeps fogging up on me. It's a weird temperature of cold. Like, it's cold, but like it feels decent. as long as you're doing something. It's like right now I feel good, but just standing there at the truck, it was a little cold. Dang, man. This is awesome. Oh. I think I can do this in second. So I'm gonna go second. There's that rock. Oh! There's a tree! I lost control, and then there's a tree. It's alright, we're gonna keep going. Just gonna try to go around it here. Looks like we got four-wheeler marks here. I think I can go up and around it like that. Trying to get this thing backed up here. I don't really want to slide it right here. Guess I'm gonna have to. Ah, stalled it. That's alright. Back into second. Alright, let me close my visor. Or at least crack it. I ain't gonna lie. If I was on... Woo! So that's another thing with this bike. And it did it on my 07. This thing either has traction or it has no traction. So like I'm just sliding around, and I wasn't even doing that on the 250s. So I don't know if it's just the power delivery or if it's the small size that's doing it. But I wrecked my 07 a few times just because of we'll just go slow. Just because of it grabbed when I wasn't expecting it to. And this one's like, maybe it's just bad throttle control on the 150, but I feel like the 250s, I never did that out here. Ooh, that's a little bit deeper. And I will say, dude, the 150 power is beautiful. Like, if you're doing anything that's not extreme to a point, more than enough power in my eyes. Alright, so I handled that little hill climb section pretty good. I'm not surprised whatsoever. I expected it to handle it no problem. But now we're gonna go down to the creek section. I expected to do fine there. Oh dear, hello. The only thing that worries me, right, is the small wheels. Hey girl. I expected to see a couple more. Yeah, the only thing that worries me is the small wheel. Like the KX 100 did fine. It was a little low, I felt, but that would be like the big wheel version of this. So hopefully that's not gonna mess us up too bad, and we'll get through it. I know it's got the power to do it. I'm just worried about the ground clearance. I'm trying to make sure I test this thing good, but be safe, because now, you know, it's not just my wife at home. I got my little baby there, so I gotta make sure I get back there. Plus, there's nobody out here. That's one thing I like about coming here on like a weekday in the middle of the day, is I'm the only one out here. So if me and buddies wanted to come, it would be less dangerous in the sense of getting run over. But I don't like being out here by myself, because nobody else is probably going to show up for the day. So if I get hurt bad, and like, let's just say I can't get to my phone or whatever, I'm stuck here by myself. So I always try to be careful, but also have fun. Little jump. That's so awesome. Man, like I said in the build video, I haven't been out here riding in a long time, just in general on a bike. My fingers are cramping. I've never had my fingers cramp, but my fingers are cramping like. I should have just rode that side over there, but this will be a little bit more exciting. Like, there's definitely more washout since Helene came through, but luckily our families didn't get hit super hard. A lot of us were out of power for a week or so, but we didn't lose a whole lot like a lot of other people towards Asheville and whatnot. So, you know. Now, the question is, how do I get around this? Because, is it just right here again? Okay, perfect. That's what we'll do then. Try to not get muddy. Wet, I'm not as worried about. It's the mud that I don't want. So, I am curious how it's changed through here since the hurricane. Because it was already kind of rough. Hold on, I'm going to click down to first. Like, this water wasn't here. Like, it was just like a small trickle. Oh, I can't see. Right here is normally where I went across. And it looks like I can still do that. Or maybe I can go that way. Cut across. We're gonna walk over there and look real quick. That way I don't have to drag this bike around. See, I mean, first kick out of gear, but in gear they don't like to start. Y'all hear that? It ain't doing it no more. That was weird. Alright, here we go. We just gotta do it. Ah! Oh! Face planted. Oh no! Oh! Dude! Oh! Oh, man. Well, dang it. She dove hard in that sand right there. I didn't think it would do that. Oh. Dang. She didn't have to do that to me. I thought I've been treating you pretty good. Dang, I don't know if my camera's dirty now. I'm gonna wipe you just in case. Oh, that hurt. I was really afraid when it started to go over. I was headed over the handlebars. I was afraid it was gonna land on me or on my leg. Dang, man. My phone's probably ruined. Maybe not fully. Oh, okay. Alright, good time to take a break and try to make sure my phone's not ruined. Oh, I hate being wet. Ah, that sucks. I'm in gear, ain't I? Yeah. There's a helicopter. Hope y'all can see that. That's low flying too. That's cool. I'm in such an odd spot. Almost. What is that? That does not sound good. Oh, because it's not. Oh my gosh. She's got a hole in her. What the world, dude? Dirt dive fail, man. Like, huh? Alright, so I had a realization, right? So if you look at the hole here, it's pushing out. So something came loose in here, and I noticed that when I was kicking it just now, it's hard to get past the compression stroke. So I'm bet maybe what happened is the decompression mechanism came loose somehow. I could have swore I Loctited them. Maybe I forgot. I don't know. But hopefully it's just the valve cover, and hopefully it didn't break anything else. Valve cover, I'm hoping used one, maybe like 50-ish bucks. Oh man, this dirt dive is turning into a build. So I'm gonna get it home, and then we'll assess the damages when we get there. Man, this is gonna be a long walk. This is turning out to be quite a walk. Oh man, come on, girl. Oh, oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah, what a good break. Oh, all right. Back to walking. I see the objective of where I need to be. Oh man, it's all right. Luckily, I halfway know what I'm doing. So hopefully in about another week, this will be fixed again. Alright guys, we're back home. There's that hole. Got all this off, so now it's time to just pull the valve cover, and hopefully the damage isn't terrible. We'll find out here soon enough. Shouldn't be too bad. My guess is the decompression mechanism. I bet you it backed out or something. That's my guess. Just for the way that it felt. That's exactly what it was. Luckily nothing's broken though. I can already tell. But I'll pull this off the rest of the way and I'll show you. I found some of these on eBay for like 50 bucks. Just the valve cover. a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but I wasn't really gonna spend more than 50. 50 was kind of like my max. I was gonna start making offers if I couldn't find one for less than that, but it worked out. Oh, there was some wires right there in the way. Come on. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, so we didn't lose any pieces into the engine. Hold on, let me set that to the side. So if you look right here, the way Honda has theirs, I'm not really a huge fan. You've got the swinging piece. I don't exactly know what it's called, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Then it's got a spring behind it, and this clip here is supposed to hold that in place right here. I don't know if this bolt barely backed out or what, but this, I believe, is what swung up. I don't know what's holding it in place right there, but that's all it is. It's just this piece here. I wonder if it was this that swung up. Either way, it's in this section here. See, like, it doesn't even want to turn forward. Oh, because it's too far in. See? It's supposed to sit there. When the engine runs, it's supposed to kind of pull back, I'm pretty sure. But you can see right there where the spring, it's probably hard for y'all to see that. I can't really zoom in on it. It looks like a spring rub. Let's look inside of here. Yeah, it was flopping around. Wonder if all that happened right there at the creek. You know, I heard it for a second and then it stopped. Get in there. You see it's got some like scratch marks on it, and then it's got the hole. So it was sitting there hitting for a second, and we did hear it, or I did hear it for a second before. But that'll be what it is. So I'm going to have to look back at the manual on that mechanism, and I'm just going to buy another cover, 50 bucks. That sucks. I was hoping to have this done. It's going to cost me basically 70 because it's going to cost me 50 for this, and then, what's it called? 20 to go back and finish the dirt dive, but I guess I'll see you then. Alright, new plan. We're just going to take the decompression lever stuff out. Instead of trying to find and buy the spring, the only purpose this serves is to make it easier to kick over through the compression stroke, and that explains why it was hard on the trails once this actually broke loose, why it was hard to kick over, why it would stop. You can see right here, right there's the compression stroke. It's hard to kick through. Once you get past that certain point, though, you know, it's back to normal. So I had the YZ250F build that I did. It had a decompression lever, not the auto decompression. I didn't use it because I didn't like it. So I just pushed through barely and then kicked it, and it should start right back up. So we're going to take this off. We're going to put everything back together, add a little bit more oil into it, and make sure it starts, and then we're going to go back out and ride. As you can see, we got a handful of people out here today on a Monday, which is kind of surprising. But we're not going to waste any time. We're going straight back to where we left off last time. And hopefully not going to be walking back. But as you see, so far, she's not riding any different with the decompression out. It just makes it harder to start because it's not pushing that valve down for you. But that's literally it. So let's get back down here to the creek, and we're not gonna go the way we did last time and face plant. We're gonna try to go the other route, and hopefully we'll be all right. Yeah, see, there's some people up there. I think they're here with their kids, so, but they're not gonna be going where I go, at least in this trail. Alrighty. So he's got a high idle right now. I don't know if it's because of the maybe I messed with that cable. Let's just get moving. Seems like a little bit more water than last time. And remember, we died here last, so I think we're gonna try to go this way. Yeah, see, this idle is just erratic because of this cable. I know it's the cable, but being out here, there's not much I can do about it. Gotta take this slow because it's not like a very good path. At all, actually. Oh, you little. We'll be lucky to make it on this. This has got some pretty non-grippy mud here. Alright. What the world? Alright. Is that another path to get over here now? Dude. Wish I would have known that. So oh! Why did it just slide like that? I did not hit the brakes that hard. It don't matter. We're good. It's all good. It's all good. I am going to stop here. For just a second. I have to do something about this cable. Alright. It's really no better, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. Oh my gosh. Dude, this bike dives hard for some reason. Like now I'm in a weird spot where I'm kind of stuck. Like look at that. Man. This ain't doing too good. Maybe these small wheels are messing me up. I don't want to be the one to say that, but It's looking like it's true. I'm actually gonna push it down this. We'll get over here and start back up. We'll try to make it through the rest of this. Oh man. We'll try that. I brought the idle down a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Dude, maybe not. All the other bikes handled this perfect. I don't know if it's because I got familiar with it on a different bike and then it stayed the same or what, but maybe it's because I'm taking too much time to figure out where I want to go. I'm not just going. So we're going to try that method. And it seems like it's working pretty good. Woo! Slippery rocks. Slippery rocks, slippery rocks. I really don't want to smash my face on these. I think where I'm at right now, I can just go straight through if it doesn't cut off. Yeah. Ooh, stick tried to grab me there. Dude, another dive right here. What is up with the dives? That hurricane really screwed this spot up, dude. There you go, get in the water then. Like, look, I'm basically touching this rock here. Very low ground clearance. I'm trying not to wreck here. Deep sand. Oh man. Okay, so that was a struggle. I think it was a hefty mix of rider, terrain, and bike. Because this seems alright everywhere else. I just gotta remember how to get out of here now. Not fast enough on that, I guess. It's pretty slick. Oh man. I have to crack my visor a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the sound too much. I fell off the bike. Yeah, all this rain has ruined these trails in a sense of, not ruined, but in the sense of really washed some stuff out. A lot more roots, a lot more big rocks. Still manageable. You know, as long as you halfway know what you're doing. Alright, we're back from the ride. As you saw, it performed very well up until the creek section, which was partially just the size of the bike, partially me, and the terrain was very rough. That was some big rocks. And then, you know, again, it did great until I bent the shifter, but luckily we were on the way back anyway. All around, I really don't have any complaints on this bike. It's actually a really good bike. If you can find one in good shape, good price, by all means get it. The only thing that I would say to look out for is the small wheel model. Personally, I would much rather have the big wheel any day over the small wheel, just because I feel like the slightly bigger wheels would have helped in a few of those situations while we were out riding. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.